Hello, everybody. So the purpose of this video is to review the topic of place value, specifically different ways to name a number. This is something that we had learned previously in class and can kind of help you with the assignments that you have for this upcoming week. So just to review some key vocabulary, we can use the standard form to name a number, and that's when we basically use the digits to represent that value. We can also use word form to represent a number. We can write it in expanded form, and then we can also write it in expanded notation. So I've already got the standard form for you on this specific example. So we have 36,724. Now, if naming a number in standard form is something that you still have a little bit of difficulty with, the one thing that I would always tell you guys that is super helpful is to draw a place value chart over your number. So remember our little Billie Eilish type song. So get your chart ready, and then hopefully y'all remember the song. So it's the ones place, then you got the tens place, then it's the hundreds place, then you put the comma, then the thousands, then the 10,000s, then the 100,000s, add another comma, then the millions, duh. Okay, so we didn't have to go that far. So the place value chart will help you with the other ways to represent the number. So I'm going to pay attention to the places above every digit. So for my word form, I'm going to spell it out exactly the way that we say the number. So if I have two digits before my 1,000, I want to make sure that I say both of them together. So I'm going to, if I have 3 tens, that's 30. But remember, I'm in the thousands period, so that would be 30,000. But then we have 6,000. So remember, I would always tell you guys that the last two in the house, think of them like best friends. You need to say them together. So we would say 36,000. So spell it exactly the way you're saying it. 36, don't forget that little dash in between, 1,000, and then your comma, bring it with it, and then your next house or period, 724. 724. Remember not to say 724. Don't say and, okay? That's later on for decimals whenever y'all start covering that. All right, so now we're going to write it in expanded form. Same, use your place value chart. It helps you out with that. So I'm going to start with my highest value. So that would be the digit 3. So I'd bring that down, and remember the way that I had shown you the little trick as far as if you kind of confuse how many zeros to put in there as far as the value of that digit. So we bring that 3 down. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4 places after 1, 2, 3, 4, those are going to be my zeros. So, and don't forget to put the comma in its proper place. So 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha. So that 3 in the 10,000s has a value of 30,000. And then you're going to continue to the next one. So I'm going to mark it so I know I already did it. Plus, now let's do the 6. But 6 in my thousands has a value of 6,000. Plus 7 in my hundreds has the value of 700. And notice that the places that go behind that digit that you are decomposing, breaking apart, it's the same amount of zeros, so it matches exactly. I'm with it. So that's why I showed you the little zero trick, just to kind of check if you're doing it properly. Then we have our 2 in the tens, which has a value of 20, 4 in the ones, which is just a value of 4. So there's your expanded form. Now with expanded notation, remember that is similar to expanded form. However, you are separating each place using parentheses, and To exactly do that, there is another YouTube video explaining the similarities and the differences between expanded form and expanded notation and how to do notations, but I'm just going to show you the example real quickly. So if I have 3 in my 10,000s, I'm going to use my parenthesis, write down my digit 3 times its place. So it's always the digit times the place, the digit times the place. So I have 3 times 10,000s place. I'm going to write 10,000 and then close it. Then my next spot. So I have my 6, digit times the place, thousands. Close it. Then my next place, digit 7 times the place, hundreds. Close it. Digit times the place, 2 times 10. Digit times the place, 4 times 1. Sorry if it looks a little messy. Okay, so that is your review on the different ways to name a number. So don't forget to use a place value chart. It is very helpful in writing, if you have to write them in different ways from what you were given in your example problems. So just to kind of recap on your main vocabulary, standard form is when you're representing the number with the digits. The standard means like regular, so the regular way. Word form, you're actually spelling it out in words exactly the way it sounds. Expanded form, you're decomposing, you're breaking it apart by its individual places and the value of each place, of each digit. And then expanded notation, again, it's the value of each digit. However, we're just writing it a little differently in the parentheses. So remember, anytime that you are doing any type of question, any type of work that has to do with place value, drawing a place value chart is key. It will help you with the majority of place value type questions. And come here, Max. He wants to say hi. You want to say hi? Or not. You can say hi real quick. Say hi. Hi. He needs a haircut. All right, so like I said, use your place value chart and you will do great. All right, see you later.